Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So today, Poland selected their song for Junior Eurovision 2023. I have not been following this national final. I'm pretty familiar with the format. It generally is a talent contest up until the final day, i.e. young people competing against each other in regards to singing covers, and then near the end, they have a song. So we have a song. We have a person, Maja. I just need a friend. Sounds promising. So Poland is a powerhouse, or has been a powerhouse at Junior Eurovision the last couple of years. They've got 2 victories under their belt, 2018 with Roxana. 2019 with Vicky Gabor, Superhero, which is probably my favourite Junior Eurovision song of all time. And that's probably just slightly ahead of Sarah James in 2021 with Somebody. Now that should be no surprise because I've raved about Sarah James as a talent, and moreover how much I love Somebody's Waiting for You. Somebody's waiting for you. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting. Somebody's waiting. Last year, Laura with To the Moon. Nice song. I felt that she came 10th, I think, didn't she? Which I thought was higher than I thought she was going to do. But I think it was because the live vocals actually proved to be very, very strong. And I think that's probably quite the kind of positive about Poland's way that they kind of select their Junior Eurovision artist through these kind of vocal rounds or competitions to obviously check out their vocals and make sure they can sing live, because live you couldn't fault Laura last year. And actually I think whilst TVP, the station that obviously produces and provides the money for adult Eurovision and Junior Eurovision, the Polish entry, and I know recently people have found it quite interesting that they've utilized CGI in their performances, but I thought for Laura's, I thought it worked. I thought the space imagery really did work. So I have high expectations. Like I said, Laura last year wasn't necessarily one of my favorites, and actually it was quite interesting with Polish people kind of talking to me a little bit about that in regards to Sarah James, Vicky Gabor, like teaming up with record labels and record labels putting the song forward in promotion, and Laura didn't get that last year. TVP kind of found a song for her, which we got To the Moon. But nonetheless, I'm quite interested to see the quality of Maja's song, so let's check it out. I'm kind of used to Poland's junior entry being able to sing and sing well. As I said, that's the point about how they select their artists. They have weeks of a vocal contest. I'm assuming that's her mum. Okay, so we've obviously got a ballad. Poland has won with a ballad in previous years with Roxana. I can safely say from the first minute that I like this more than I liked Laura's last year, because I remember listening to Laura's last year being like, there's a decent melody on that chorus, but ultimately this needs a revamp. This is promising. This is promising. And the beat picks up. There's a proud mum right there. Decent production. So we had the tempo pick up in that verse, and we've gone and we've dropped right down. So after listening to the Netherlands, it's quite nice to have a song on the opposite side of this spectrum in regards to slowing down, a girl that's got a decent vocal. There's a nice little melody on this song as well. I'm just remembering Albania last year. Albania, for me, I felt was a decent ballad with a decent melody. But I will say Maja's live vocal is stronger than Albania last year. I do like the ooh part of this chorus. It's plodding along really, really nicely. At this moment in time, I haven't necessarily got anything from this that has made me feel that this could potentially be a contender. But we've got to realise, particularly if I remember back to Laura last year, when that song hit with the music video and the revamp, so to speak, the produced studio version, the song was so much better. And I'm kind of assuming the same is going to happen with this song. And like I said, Laura came 10th with To the Moon, and ultimately I already prefer this song. I do like the different elements. I would be very proud if that was my daughter giving that vocal. See, I actually quite like the live band. I love a piano on a production anyway, but moreover, because we have the live band, it's giving that kind of rock ballad production, which Celine Dion has given us many a song with that sort of sound in the background, which I totally dig. Okay. Interesting. So I was comparing this to Albania last year. And as I was watching right near the end then, I did think to myself, that comparison is valid. So ultimately, Albania's song last year didn't quite come through in regards to a very good result. But it was a good song with what I thought was a very competent vocal. Now, Maja seems to have already more range on her voice than Albania last year. And moreover, there seems to be a bit more power there. But also, this song has different elements, peaks and troughs in regards to the production. That beat that kicks in that second verse, the slowing down, the kind of long note at the end. Sometimes when it comes to a slow song, it can get a bit cyclical, repetitive, but I didn't get that in that performance. I mean, I was trying to listen to the song, judge the song, but I was just too involved with the mum's reaction. I just thought that was really cute. But it's going to be interesting to hear the studio version of this song, because like I said, this is a rough version of the final version, which is the impression that I've got now from Laura's experience last year. I obviously don't know what the other options were, but nonetheless, I think this is a nice song. This is a nice song. Am I getting winner's vibe from it right now? Not necessarily. But do I feel that there is still room for a little improvement in regards to once I hear the studio version and see a music video? 100%. I kind of assumed last year with Laura to the Moon that there was a certain cap on how much I would get behind and like that song. Whereby with this song, I'm quite intrigued to see the journey of this moving forward. Because like I said, from Laura's performance last year in the studio, it was a bit of a rough diamond that needed to be polished. And this is what we've got here. It's a song that has a lot of potential, and there's still kind of room to kind of maneuver with this one in regards to the production that could support it. But I really like the into the chorus, and actually that's the part of the song that's staying in my mind now. Interesting. And like I said, on a day where I've watched and reacted to the Netherlands, which is the complete opposite, this is kind of a nice antithesis, if that's the right phrase, to the Netherlands. These sounding songs can do well if the amount of slow songs are few in the final. And so the more and more songs we hear, the less and less of them that are ballads, it's only going to go into Poland's favour. But if other countries start sending ballads, it could be a bit of a challenge for her. But I do love the piano. So I hope when we hear the studio version that a prominent piano sound comes through. And I do like that kind of rocky element to that live band, because I do like a rock ballad. So I'm hoping that that doesn't go as well in the studio version, but we will see. So yeah, those are my thoughts. So how many songs do we now have? 4 songs. I still need to check out Albania. I think the full version of that is still out there. And I believe Germany, there's only a minute out there. So I guess I'll come back to that one when the full version is out. So there's my thoughts. What do you think? Please do comment below. Let me know what you think of Maja and Poland's entry to Junior Eurovision 2023. And until next time, stay safe.